Okay, how about this? Stand up, put your hands behind your back. I got an idea.
But they left with all of the church property.
Having a mental breakdown.
Can I get those biscuits, please? No, they're not gonna see you. Okay. What's on that? Right now we are en route to a citizen dispute. The details state that they have a client who is having a psychiatric emergency. He's being erratic and they are requesting a deputy and an ambulance. So we're gonna go there and try to de-escalate the situation and see what's going on and why he's acting erratic. 3. Hello. You're the one who called? Okay. Hello.
Okay, so we have a client in here, this IOP program. And we have a client that's having a mental breakdown. He's very, you'll see.
Okay, so he's in here or in there?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab gloves real quick.
Yep.
So what
He was grabbing at the wheel. Well, he was at the housing. And because he's just going downhill mentally, she brought him. And on the way here, he was tugging at the wheel.
Yeah, we tried to grab the steering wheel. When I said something, he said he was just trying to honk.
Is he in here?
Yes, he
Yes. Oh, I'm just weak.
Listen.
His name's Thomas?
Richard?
Richard.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard. What's going on today, bud? Waiting for an ambulance? Okay. Are you gonna be cool if we get the ambulance up here?
Okay.
No, that was a question. Are you gonna be cool if we bring up the ambulance? Okay. All right. We'll bring him in then. You just want to go to the hospital, get checked out, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. 17. You can bring up the ambulance. So what's going on today? Nothing. Okay.
We keep asking him to get help, but it's gotten to a head. Being very grabby with people, very physical. He makes 0 sense a lot of the time.
Did it get physical today?
Just
He just kept saying flash.
very,
trying to grab my steering wheel while I'm driving, stuff like that.
Okay. Has he made any suicidal statements or anything today?
He talked about death, but it's not suicide. It's just about, yeah, I'm gonna die, or, but it doesn't make sense. What he's saying. It doesn't
he's
make
just,
sense.
he says he hears things. He can hear things 3,000 miles away.
He thinks Obama snakes are out to get him. Things like that, okay, like it's.
Yeah, listen.
Okay. They should be coming up soon. All right, so pretty much our subject, he wanted to go by ambulance to the hospital. Hopefully they're going to be able to do a eval on him, a psych eval, just to see exactly what's going on. He ultimately didn't want to really talk to us. He just wanted an ambulance. And based off of what they've told us is that he's been like a client for about a month, and he's just been going downhill as far as mentally. He's just off his meds and trying to not necessarily harm himself, but he's just, in a sense, deteriorating mentally, and he could ultimately end up harming himself if he's not admitted or sees a shrink. So he wants to go voluntary to the hospital, so that's where he's going.
So,
Right now we have a deputy to a traffic stop. He's asking for another unit. He's out with 2 people. One of them sounds like he has a warrant for his arrest that we're confirming. The subject's history is a lot of weapons charges as well as a pursuit history, so he wants to get some deputies over there before this guy decides to take off and we get into a pursuit, especially with the weather. But just as importantly, we don't want pursuits because it endangers the public and endangers officers and the suspect involved. So we're going to try and get over there. We're right down the street. See if we can get this guy into custody if the warrant's confirmed and make sure everyone has a safe evening. So we're arriving on scene right now. So it's going to be a total of 4 deputies that are out with this individual, figure out what's going on and see if we can get in a position to where he doesn't have the ability to pull away, because we definitely don't want this going into a pursuit.
Lost unit, Captain voice.
Hey, keep an eye on that passenger. Possibly have a warrant, okay? So we're gonna have to take a look at that, alright?
So,
Put your palms together for me.
to be honest with you, I just learned of this in the beginning of the month.
Say that again?
I just learned of this in the beginning of the month. I believe I do have one.
It's gonna be at a San Diego PD possibly, so we're just waiting on the confirmation. I'll put you a couple minutes. So right now you're just being detained until they say the warrant's good to go, okay? Is there anything illegal in your truck?
No.
Okay. No firearms?
No. So,
Is there anybody that can come pick up your truck?
Mom's at Ford RV. Son, he can call her. He has a phone.
Oh, cool.
How old are you?
Tushar will be en route, drive in.
Okay. Alright, so driver is being placed into custody for a warrant. Passenger is a 12-year-old juvenile son of the driver. So unfortunately his vehicle is going to get towed, but I spoke with the juvenile real quick. He's going to call mom and come have her pick him up. And we're getting cleared for a in-progress domestic of 2 drunk people. So it's not physical at this point, it's only verbal. Caller and the other individual are intoxicated, but there's supposedly an autistic, nonverbal son in the residence, and the caller is afraid that the other intoxicated party is going to take the son and drive away while under the influence. So we're going to get over there, make sure that doesn't happen, and maybe convince one of them to separate for the evening, call a buddy or family member to come pick him up, and so cooler heads can prevail and go sleep off all the alcohol I've been consuming, and tomorrow's a new day. But we'll see what we got when we get there. Perfect. Hey, how's it going, man? What's going on, dude? Hey, hold on, don't argue. All right, hold on. No one going anywhere. I don't want anyone driving drunk, okay?
No, I was gonna say I'm the one that called you, Jessica Nielsen.
Okay.
So the dispatcher told me to meet you out of here.
Okay, I appreciate that.
If you can go in the house, shut the door, please.
here when you're ready.
Yeah, I appreciate it, sir. All right, come over here, ma'am.
Yeah.
So what's going on tonight?
So basically, him and I have been together since November 5th of 2011.
Okay.
November 5th of this year, a couple of you guys have responded out.
Okay.
Him and I are basically dealing with the horrible breakup.
Okay.
We have an autistic, nonverbal child together. That's where we're still living together and just trying to make it cordial.
Yeah.
He got home at 3 o'clock today. We got internet installed. Everything was cool. Come around 4:30, man, I literally told him, I said, I'm going to walk to his house. I said, I'm going to go get me a couple sodas. That's what I did, man. I went to Horizon. I got me a couple Pepsis and a Dr. Pepper.
Okay. Has anything been physical tonight?
No,
or
no.
Okay.
It's just...
South 424. You can stand down. It's
It
verbal.
needed to be
only.
called in to the extent of, I literally asked him, I said, can we just stop and just be cordial and just talk? And he was just yelling, and I can't.
Okay.
Like, I'm dealing with, like, it's been a while. I don't know if you remember or if you were one of the officers that responded to Rand Street years ago. My parents lived at Rand Street, but both my parents died within like a year of each other.
Oh, was that when they were on hospice?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I do remember that. Okay.
So everything went to and I started drinking. I've been going AA, and everything has been getting better.
Yeah.
And it's just more so like days like today. Like I got home from the corner store cooking a pork roast and carrots and everything.
Okay.
He said, I'm gonna leave. I said, okay, we're not together. I didn't question where he was going.
Okay.
It's not my right, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
He came back with 5 shots of 99 apple for him, 5 shots of 99 watermelon for me.
Okay.
It's just you know what it is, you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
you just know. And he's only taken 2 of his, and I've only taken 2 of mine, man. Like we're not even that far, but it's just to the extent of like, I told him I was like, if we can just like chill and be cordial, like I'm chill with that, and it was not for him. And like,
is your son inside?
Yes,
is he the dad?
He is the dad. My son is in the bathtub.
Okay.
Y'all responded on the 5th, and y'all made him leave for 2 days because of everything going on, and then he came back, and everything was cool then.
Okay.
But that's kind of where it is. I have an autistic nonverbal son, man, and he just turned 7.
How long have you guys lived here?
We lived here for the last maybe year and a half or so. We've been together since 2011, but we've bounced around.
Right, but
we honestly live in Space 2 for a little bit, and then we lived off San Lorenzo.
Okay.
And then now we live here, but it's just kind of like a back and forth kind of like thing here.
So, because the only issue, like I said, I understand that you stated that previously we made him leave for 2 days. So I'm going to tell you right now, I can't make him leave, and I can't make you leave. Okay?
No,
so,
and I don't. It's like I've told him before, man. When it comes down to it, I know we're not together, but I sleep better with him in the house. I know it's weird, but like.
Fair enough.
It's the weird environment or something or whatever. Like I don't want him to leave. I don't like. I just want things to be cordial, and I want everything to be okay, man. I'm cool with going in the room and just shutting the door and not even talking to him all night. That's what I was doing before y'all got here.
Okay.
24474 is returning to Nevada 418 William 13.
Hey Anthony, it's Deputy Davis.
Effective 7/15 of 24 with an expiration of 1.
No, I want to show him the video. Come on in, bro.
All right, man. What's going on tonight?
All right, so I'll call you back.
So she said she wanted me to ask you, would it be okay if she goes into her room and kind of sleeps it off tonight? I'm like, well, I don't care. I mean, I can ask him for you. I'm like, why don't you?
What she do? I just wanted her to leave me alone.
How much did she had to drink tonight? Quite a bit.
She told me she was going to the corner store to buy some sodas, right?
Yeah.
Came back with nothing.
Okay.
So I'm under the impression because she does struggle with alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that she went to the store, bought the alcohol, and drank it before she went back to the house.
So let me ask you this, Anthony. Like when I leave here, are you going to be good? Like you feel safe?
I'm fine. I kept telling her I just don't want to talk. Just leave me alone.
Okay. But you feel safe. Like you don't feel like you're. I have to ask you.
She's not gonna do nothing to me. I'm not gonna do nothing to
Right.
her.
I hear you. Okay. All right, Jessica. I talked to Anthony a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say I went after him as soon as I heard him ask you the first question. I walked him and I was like, "What is the?" Yeah.
So
of that?
Right. So this is what it boils down to. Is there's no crime here today. Okay. It's a verbal domestic. So no one's in trouble.
No, I only called you because
so
it wasn't calming down.
Okay. Let me get out what I'm trying to advise you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So there's no crime here. I can't force anyone to leave. I talked to him about what you asked me to talk to him about. Hey, if you go in the room, he said he'll leave you alone if you leave him alone, and everyone can just go about their business. Okay.
Okay. I kid you not. Come 5:30 this morning. Okay. Or 5:30 this afternoon when we finally got our Wi-Fi. Before even everything took the fan.
Yeah.
We got Wi-Fi. He was watching his super loud daddy show, and I literally said, you know what? I respect you watching your show because I understand.
Yeah.
Where we're at. Like I was like, I'm just gonna go in there and watch my shows in the room, and we're just gonna be cool.
Okay.
And then.
So, but I'm going to tell you right now, Jessica, we can't keep coming back out here, okay? You guys got to be adults. I don't care how much you've had to drink tonight, you're on your own property, you're not behind...
I was going to say, I can honestly understand and respect you.
Okay. You're on your own property. You're not behind the wheel of a vehicle, so I'm not worried about that, so we're not DUI. Which good decision. Don't drink and drive, right?
I don't.
But also, Jessica, don't wander around because then that can be drunk in public. You can get in charge or get in trouble with that. Okay.
The last time I drove was 2 years ago when I worked at Horizon Market, and I haven't had no.
I'd suggest I talked to him. He seems pretty calm. He said he doesn't care what you do. If you want to go lay down in the room and keep to yourself, he's fine with that. He has no problem with that.
That's what I was doing before. He kept coming in there and yelling at me. That's why I called you.
Okay. Honestly, the alcohol probably isn't helping. So I'll be straight up with you. It sounds like maybe you guys probably had a little bit too much to drink, or maybe just changes your person. It's very common for people to consume alcohol, and it completely change who they are. I don't know. I'm not you. I'm not him.
No, I know, and I understand.
So maybe just some water tonight, some soda or something, no alcohol, and just kind of let it.
I already have 2 bottles of water in the room. I'm going to drink my water. I'm going to lock the door, buddy, and I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay.
I will tell you honestly, on everything I love. I will peek out the room to make sure my son is okay and my son is in bed. But other than that, I will not communicate with him.
Well, if he starts yelling at you, just don't engage with them. And like I said, I hope we don't got to keep coming back out here, okay? Even if you're only taking 2 shots, if you're going to the First Step Club trying to stay sober, just don't even take 1 shot. Don't take any.
Honestly, I've been the First Step, Scott, and all that.
Oh, careful.
What?
Oh, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I was gonna say, come and spot Scott from all them, from First Step, man. You obviously know them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, man, that's where I've been.
Jessica, let's go inside, okay? I don't want you to keep falling.
No, you're good. I'm gonna head in there right now, but I
Okay.
really appreciate you.
All right, stand right there. You just dropped your ID. Here you go. I'll get you. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Let's go this way.
I was gonna say, I got it, man.
You got it? You sure?
Yes,
You're welcome.
I'm so sure.
I just want to make sure you don't fall.
I was gonna say, I'm good. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
All right, so like I said, please be civil tonight, okay? So we responded to the address. Female half was outside, male half was on the porch. They were separated. They both had a lot to drink. The female's highly intoxicated. The male is what we call crossfaded sometimes. He's consumed as well as alcohol, but he seems a lot more coherent than the female. Basically, it's a verbal argument. Sounds like it's boyfriend-girlfriend with a kin common that's going to turn into a custody dispute as the relationship recently ended. Apparently, he informed her that they live together, that he is going to go for full primary and, I guess, legal and physical custody of the child, and that set her off. So she said she didn't feel safe, and that's why she called us and was screaming. She asked me to make the male leave because apparently the sheriff's office did last time. I told her that was not going to happen. They're both residents. I can't force them to leave without an eviction order. And when speaking with the male, I did confirm that we didn't make him leave previously, is that he left on his own accord. But with him having been drinking, he's like, obviously I'm not going to get behind the wheel of the car. So, but he said he wasn't going to leave. She said she wasn't going to leave. So she stated she's going to go in her room and sleep off the alcohol. The male half said that he will not bother her. And I have a feeling we'll be back here in 10 minutes. So that's kind of where it stands. I also advise the female, don't drive tonight. Don't walk around in public. She's highly intoxicated and tripped backwards at the end of the call.
24 status.
Go for it. Tried to catch her, but that wasn't going to happen. So I was going to escort her to the front of the residence. She wasn't having it. So it is what it is. So I'm going to hang out in the area because, like I said, I have a feeling we're going to be back out here pretty quickly. And unfortunately, if we continuously come out here, someone's going to end up going to jail. But for now, it's settled, and that's a wrap on this call.
So right now, we're going to be looking into a report of a document theft at a church here in town. Apparently, some former members of this church allegedly stole some finance paperwork yesterday and may have went to a bank and trying to use the documents for something. The RP requested a call before we head that way, so we're going to do that now.
Hello.
Hello, this is Deputy Huggins with the Nye County Sheriff's Office on a recorded line. I was calling for Lila.
This is she.
Hi, ma'am. I'm going to be heading over to the church for your call. It just stated you wanted a phone call when I was heading that way.
Perfect.
Okay. Is everyone down there to meet with me? Okay.
Yep.
All right, I will see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, bye.
So we're pulling up on this theft. We'll see what's going on. Hello, ma'am. Are you Lila? Oh, hello. Hi. So what's going on?
She said have you come in.
Okay.
Yesterday, Deacon Cole, driving the white truck there, removed a lot of church property.
Okay.
Bank records and things of that nature.
Okay.
And we were at the bank this morning to get something, but it's being contested, so we have to take that to judicial stuff. But right now, we just don't need them on the property.
Okay.
What happened, sir, was when the officers came in yesterday, he told him not to lock us back out. He came back inside of the church and he locked the door anyways and locked us out again with the officer out there. The officer came back into the church and told him to open up the doors because he had just told him not to lock the doors. When we were coming back in, after they had locked the doors, that's when they had done this, because we proceeded afterwards to have church.
Okay.
So we didn't know anything was missing, and when we came back in with the trustees, the safe and everything all was gone.
Cleaned out.
So we had to go to the bank to try to secure the accounts, because he didn't want to be removed from his office, because we felt the majority of the church had voted him out, and the secretary and so forth, because of misappropriation and misconduct.
Okay.
They didn't want to accept that, so that's how why they locked us out.
Okay.
So when the officers came, he locked us out again, and he was kind of upset because he told him not to. And when we came back in and was allowed back in, they left, but they left with all of the church property.
Okay.
And that's what we're calling about now.
Okay, I got you. What was this gentleman's role here before? Was he just a member, or he was a deacon? Okay.
And one of the ladies, the secretary, shoved her inside of the office when she was in there trying to secure the records.
Yeah.
And she hurt her knee.
Okay.
We didn't know all of this was going on until after the officers let us back into the church.
Okay.
But she was back there trying to secure the records, and they shoved her and told her to get out.
Okay. All right.
So that's the nature of it all.
He's back there. He's supposed to be working.
I don't, never seen him before. And see, they're back there in that building now, and I don't even know why, but
Okay.
some things have been.
Is that the gentleman in the yellow shirt that needs to leave?
No.
No?
That's the janitor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the lady.
That's Sister Betty
That's
right
the
there.
lady that shoved
He's
Satan.
inside.
Okay.
Deacon John Cole.
Okay. As of this point right now, is he still, I'm not sure if you said trustees, is there a trust that oversees the financials of the church? How is that set up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am.
You're, okay.
Yeah.
Is he on the trust? Does he have any position in relation to
He has
this?
been removed by the majority, that's our bylaws.
Okay.
But he won't accept it, and
Okay.
that's why we're having this problem right now.
Okay.
So we went to the bank a few moments ago, and they froze everything so that we can, call office about this, and
Okay.
then talk to it.
Right now. He's carrying stuff out of the back right now.
See, he's got, I don't know who he has taking stuff out of there now.
Okay. All right. Who's the gentleman that you want to?
Right there in the black, with the black cap on his head.
Okay. Good morning, folks. Deputy Huggins with the Sheriff's Office. How are you?
Great, how are you?
Good. So, sir, the church is making some allegations that you took some financial paperwork and things of that nature from inside of the church. Are you in possession of anything like that?
Everything we have is in the church. I'm in charge of the finance department of the church.
Okay. So they're telling me that they voted you out and you no longer have a position here?
They did a legal meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no part of the church. What they did was outside the church.
Okay.
It didn't happen in the church. So
Okay, what do you mean by that outside the church? How'd that work?
they had a meeting at his house.
Okay.
Not in the church.
Okay.
It don't matter.
So they,
You locked us out. You changed the lock, so we couldn't
well,
have the
you
meeting.
just changed the locks.
Yeah, so we're not having
So,
no
but I
meeting.
have no. All my,
He's
everything's
just,
in there.
that they're doing shouldn't be happening. So
Okay.
Until all of this stuff is adjudicated in the courtroom or wherever it's got to take place.
So I can tell you, as far as your membership, your trust, all of that, I'm not sure if you've been made, that's all civil stuff that you have to handle through the
Yes.
courts, right?
Yeah.
So whatever, if his position's in dispute or if your board has voted him out, whatever the situation may be, those things do have to be settled in civil court, right? Now, you're saying, what exactly are you saying? There was a safe missing, there were some documents?
Everything that was in the safe was taken.
Everything that was in the safe?
It's all secure.
Yes, it's taken. They
Okay.
basically took it.
Okay.
It's all secured, sir.
Okay. So,
It's
Church
not
property.
secured because it's with
It's
you.
church property.
And you're not supposed to take church's
And-
property.
And you're
You're not supposed to
even
take
a member of
property.
the church.
Yes,
Oh,
he
yes,
is.
I am.
She's not.
Oh,
Yes,
yes, I
he
am.
is.
Been a member before
See,
you.
all of this is just double talk.
Been a member before you.
The
Okay,
majority
but
of the church
they-
voted him
They'll be
away.
contacted by the National Baptist lawyers. So.
We don't even belong
National
to it.
Baptist has nothing to do
We
with an
don't belong to
independent
it.
That's
church.
what you got- that's what
And
you guys
also,
don't.
we will be
The
talking,
church-
You don't
you will
either.
be approached
The
with the
church do.
district
We'll
attorney's
see.
office.
We'll see.
And files will be charged against you and all the rest.
Y'all got all of this on. It's on camera.
yeah. So, as of right now, until your civil proceedings are finished, he still technically does have the legal right to be in possession of that stuff. Now, In the event that the civil court determines that his role is formally terminated, at that time, if he maintains custody of those documents, that would be criminal because he has no legal right to them. But as of right now, while things are in dispute between your groups, everything that kind of existed beforehand stays in place until the court says that something's been terminated, okay? This is a civil dispute. It seems like there's some sort of contention in the leadership of the church. From what both parties are saying, none of that civil process has been finalized yet. So any role that this gentleman had prior to this, discontent, he does still have the lawful ability to do. They're stating he was a deacon. He had access to these forms before. So as of right now, he still can be in lawful possession of them. They're going to have to go through the civil court process and see what comes out of that, whatever the judge orders as to who's in charge, who's not, anything like that. And at that time, if he still does withhold documents that he no longer has lawful ability to have, then it would become a criminal issue. But as of right now, we're still at a civil dispute. Hopefully they're able to work through whatever is going on, any allegations they have inside the church. And then from that point forward, if there's any more issues after the civil issue is done, then it could become a criminal problem. But right now, all we did today is just kind of help them mediate and help educate them on what they both need to do moving forward. I don't know who's right, I don't know who's wrong. These are just people that we meet at work, but we still do the best we can to mediate any sort of dispute and to make sure that everything stays civil, which today it did. So that's all we're going to do here today. If things escalate or get worse, I'm sure we'll get another call back.
So just like I predicted earlier, we're back en route to that Wilson address where there was a domestic with both parties intoxicated. Apparently the female and the male are arguing again. Female started pounding on stuff, and she has left the residence highly intoxicated with the custody of her child, who is apparently in nothing but a pull-up. So if that's the case, she's more than likely going to end up going to jail tonight. So we're going to try and locate her and the child. Their safety is obviously number one, and then I'm going to conduct an investigation for child endangerment. She is highly intoxicated. She's walking in the roadway. She's going to go to jail for that. So we're kind of stepping it up a little bit. We have one deputy in the area. We're coming from the south, so we're about 40 seconds away. And hopefully make sure the kid's okay and figure out what the heck's going on. I already advised them if we keep coming out here, someone's going to end up going to jail, and it sounds like that's probably what's about to happen. So we'll just take it from there and make sure the child's good and see what we can do. Sheriff's office! Hey, we're back out here. What's going on? Where's she at? In the room?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, kiddo. You want to hang out with your dad for a second?
Like, she tripping, bruh.
Okay. She said she was slamming stuff around, or what's her deal?
She went in the bathroom, and
Okay.
I had to use the bathroom, and she was laying on the floor.
Okay.
So I told her to get out because that's not where you lay.
Okay.
And she gets an attitude, starts yelling, slams the door in the room, starts banging on the door.
Okay.
I don't know if she put a hole in the wall or whatever. I go in the room to look.
Yeah.
And she starts pushing me out. Get the fuck out.
Okay.
You can't be in here. I walked out,
Yeah.
called you guys.
She pushed you?
She pushed me out of the room.
Okay.
So I walked out and called you guys.
Cool. All right. Where's she at?
She's in the room right now.
In this one right here?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. Hey, kiddo. Hey, it's Deputy Davis again. You in here? Hello?
17.
Okay. You good coming down the stairs? I don't want you to fall again.
116 East Irene. It's going to be 68 Henry.
Okay. So what happened to again? Because I just said that we can't keep them coming back here. So what's going on?
If we can just,
Do you want to step over here?
I was gonna say, if you can just dead this shit.
Well, I can't because once again he called 911 and here we are again. So
But that's. I was gonna say, like.
have a seat. Have a seat. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to tell you about.
Okay.
It's like,
Copy code 4, break.
we had an confrontation. Like, I was literally like, not even 10 minutes we were trying to just go to bed.
Right.
I kid you not, like, I don't know. I understand what him and I have made her have our.
Well, he said that you were, I guess, laying on the bathroom floor, and that's what started because he started yelling at you like you don't lay on the bathroom floor or something like that.
And that's where it honestly is, bro. It's like, I'm just gonna love. I'm trying to make it work with him.
Okay.
Like,
So what happened after that? So, ma'am, what happened after that? So after he yelled at you and you went into the room, he said that you slammed the door and you were banging on it, and then you tried to come into your room, correct?
Yeah, I tried to just. releasing my room, and when I told you, and I understand this might be where there's an issues come from, is when I first came home, when all this issue was that came from, he went home and he went to go to Horizon or whatever. He got his own shots or his own, but that is where I'm telling you is like when it came from is like I know.
Well, after he came into your room, after you slammed the door and were pounding, that's what he said. So when he came in your room, what happened after that?
I literally just told him just leave me alone. Like I understand. Like, and that's what I'm telling you. Is
Did he get physical with you? Did you push him out of the room?
No,
like what
but
happened?
That's what I'm saying is I understand what the like where he's coming from is he has his child and I have my child and we're on the same exact child of the exact of just trying to like be cordial.
Yeah.
But when he mentioned that shit,
You don't have anywhere you can go for the night,
No.
just for the evening.
No.
Okay.
I really don't. I really wish. I did.
Because he's saying he doesn't either, and I already told you that if we come back
He
out
does.
here.
He is the one that lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, and he could go to wherever.
Well, he's been drinking too, and there's in the house, so I don't
Yes.
think he's fit to drive.
And you're right. And what I'm telling you is based on when you guys responded on to November 5th. On November 5th.
Okay, well, it's November 25th, so we're
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about the here and now.
I'm just saying November 5th was our anniversary when we first broke up.
Okay.
And when all this shit hit the fan, he literally told the people, I can go visit my mom for 2 days. And he literally disappeared for 2 days, and then he came back after these 2 days.
Okay.
And
But this is the second time I've been out here, and this is getting really old because there could be some kid choking on some food right now.
And if that's what it needs the case, because I've been that person where I've never wanted to file anything on him because
Okay.
I'm
Well,
the person where I love him and I don't want to do that. But if and when it needs to be that point where I need to file shit on him, because
That's neither here or there, because
Yeah.
we're not going to make that decision
Nope.
for you. You're a grown woman. You can make your own decision.
But
You
that's
should-
what I'm saying.
And
Stop.
in the past, you should have made those decisions.
But clearly I should have.
Okay, then that's your fault, not ours. Okay, our reason coming out here is because you guys are continue arguing. You're drunk. He's had some drinks, right? So
Yes,
it's
sir.
over. You guys are drinking alcohol and arguing, and this needs to cut it out.
and last time I talked to you was an hour ago. You said you were going to go in your room, drink some water, lay down, and go to bed for the evening.
I kid you not. He came home from work and it has been this since then.
So you're saying she pushed you out of the room? Can I see your? Let me see your arms.
She ain't no marks or nothing. I can tell you that right now. I'm too damn black to leave marks.
Let me see that one real quick. Because like I said, man, we can't keep coming out here and.
I know. Well,
I
I
don't-
called y'all because she decided to leave the house with my son with no shoes on.
Well,
no
that's a
diapers
completely
on, no
separate.
nothing.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely 100%.
And
So
I'm not with this, bro.
I know. I'm
not trying to catch no case over this.
I know. Hold on. I understand it. Code 4. So, do you have video of her pushing you?
No, I believe I recorded it and I
Okay.
told her to stop. No, don't touch me. Just
Yeah.
leave me alone.
Okay. Video or audio?
It's a video.
Okay.
So it might have caught it on this one right here. For him out here.
Okay.
He has no shoes on. Alright, so it was right after, like 5 minutes after that when she came back in the house.
Right? You
No,
said it was
my
a
mom
ransack
passed in
drive.
2019.
So what I'm getting at is I understand that, but what is that? That has nothing to do with tonight. Now,
Yes,
if
it
you
does.
if you need to heal and your coping mechanism,
he knows
One
that.
second, if you need to heal and your coping mechanism is alcohol, one, that's not a good coping mechanism.
No, I'm not
Two,
saying that.
you shouldn't bring your family and kids involved in it. Three, just separate yourself from the whole incident, all right, and just remain in the bedroom or something and take a chill pill.
But what I'm
right?
saying is, but from what you're understanding is if it's like, it's just me, but it's not just me.
What do you mean?
Like, how you literally make it sound like it's just me with my problems, but it's not just me.
Okay, so what are you trying to? What are you referring to?
What I'm referring to is like, you're literally making it sound like it's me with my issues with my
Who else
problems and
has
my
issues
parents
or something?
passing away. It is my son.
He has issues?
Yes, my mom has bonded with my son since the day he was born.
Okay.
And it is a problem. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Like, I don't mean to be on everything on everybody I love. Like, I don't.
I'm
But
not
my
really
mom
following you.
has been in this relationship since.
Right now, it's only been a problem between you and your ex-spouse, allegedly. It has nothing to do with your son at that point. But
It does.
you keep taking your son. He keeps taking the son.
But
now
that's-
you guys are
that's
your
where my
guys'
point is coming
your
from.
guys' situation is involving your son
That's
because
what
of
I'm
how you
saying
guys
from
are
it.
acting.
So why not just separate and then come back at a sober time and then talk to him about the relationship that you guys should have
But
around
that
your
is
son?
what I'm saying is for me. I've tried to do that. I'm
Here's the
totally
deal.
Okay. Like, I'm okay with court.
Hold on, here's the deal. So I already talked to Anthony. If we come back out here again, someone's going to jail. On top of that, because there's a child present, if somebody goes to jail tonight, DCFS will come out here and and take the child,
And I'm
okay?
trying to avoid that.
So enough is enough. You said you were going to stay in your room and sleep it off, stay in your room and sleep it off. I already told him the same
I was
thing.
gonna say, if he can do the same thing, I'm cool. Bro, on everything I love, I'm
Okay.
cool.
But he's got videos that he just showed me and you're the one yelling and screaming.
And that's cool, and I have videos too. He can pull these videos of me drinking and all, and I can pull the videos too.
I'm not worried about you drinking. You drinking is not illegal because you're on your property. The issue I have is your conduct.
Videos, and I can
I'm
pull
saying
videos
he
too.
showed me videos, but I'm not going to argue with you. So I'm going to make this.
I'm not going to argue with you
Oh, cool.
either, bro.
Okay.
But we can.
Okay,
we
how
can
about
pull
this? Stand
video.
up, put your hands behind your back. I got an idea.
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
On everything I love,
Put
bro.
your hands behind your back. Don't move.
I'm done, bro.
All right, you're under arrest for child abuse, all right?
What did I do?
Cool. All right, come over to my car.
What did I do?
24, one in custody. Can you pull me a case?
Over
Over to my car. Learn how to walk.
Bro.
Let's go.
I love my son. What did I do?
I'm absolutely done with this tonight.
I understand that.
Done with it. You want to argue with me on this? Cool. You know
No,
what?
I don't want to argue with you.
Okay, well, get away from my face. Don't do
I
that.
don't want to argue with you, baby. I love you.
Back up.
I don't want to argue with my
Have a seat.
son. I don't want to argue with my son.
Get your leg in. Sit tight.
I just want to be with my son.
All right, so she's going to go to jail for child abuse, neglect, and endangerment today, okay? She obviously took possession. I don't mean it like that, like he's an object. She obviously picked them up, walked out here. She's in no condition, stumbling around, so I'm going to charge her with child abuse, endangerment, okay? It's that simple.
That means we're going to have DCFS come out?
I'm going to have to notify them of the arrest, but they might have to. So I'm just going to tell you right now, there's nothing against you. I don't see why. So let me put it this way. Because they come out to a house doesn't mean they take a child away, okay? Because unfortunately the kid is a victim at this point. Do you want to do a statement stating that she picked him up, walked out here? She was obviously
I don't even want her to go to jail, bro. I just want this to end.
I don't have
Obviously,
a choice.
It's your call.
I don't have a choice. I have to at this point,
But
man.
no, I don't. If the statement is going to hurt her in any way, no,
It's not. It's not going to hurt her in any way. It's just.
I don't want to write.
Okay. And I'll be honest with you too. So basically, I'm going to notify DCFS what happened. I don't know what she's been saying about this whole child custody dispute, whatever's going on with it. Are you okay? Because what could happen is they may, when she gets released, give her a no contact order with him, with both you guys. Are you okay with taking care of the child on your own? Like you can do it?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jessica, let me ask you this. Would you be willing to submit to a breath test for alcohol so we can see what your level is?
Yes.
Obviously, you're not getting a DUI because you're not driving.
Can he do the same thing? Because he's the same.
Okay, so you're drinking. You took your child down to Horizon Market on walking on public roads.
I was drinking, and when our last thing had when I talked to Jennifer 2 doors down, which I'm telling you, talk to Jennifer 2 doors down. She's in space 16 2 doors down.
I'm only concerned about where you went with the kid. Okay, so you said Wilson and Lola. So did you come back home after that?
I literally went up 2 doors down to meet up with Jennifer. And that's what I'm saying. Reach out to her. And you can ask her.
but just right around the corner.
Yeah, she was the one that was reaching out to me to tell me Jennifer could be the one to help us out to get the better Wi-Fi for us. Because we were struggling and my son wasn't in school and we were struggling to get through him in school.
Okay. You understand?
Like you can literally reach out to her and ask her.
But you understand I'm asking about what just happened in the last 20 minutes, right?
I know, and I understand. I'm telling you everything.
Okay.
Like, he asked me what happened. I literally explained to him what happened.
Who do you think's had less to drink, you or him?
It's
about
honestly,
the same?
It's about the same. Like, I'm not going to tell you otherwise. Like,
okay.
Him and I have been together off and on since 2000.
All right, you consented to a breath test? This is a preliminary breath test to determine your alcohol level.
No, and I'm all for that.
All right, sit back. You don't consent or you do consent?
I do consent.
Okay.
I'm all for it, buddy. I understand. I'm right near my house. That is my house right there, buddy.
Yep.
I'm down to go home.
Blow until I tell you stop, okay?
Yep.
Blow. Okay.
I'm down to just go home, man. Like, I don't want no problem.
Jessica, have a seat. Like I said, everyone's cooling off right now, okay? Have a seat.
So I'm telling you, just please reach out to them. Like, you will know where we're coming from, bro. And I think I remember you from San Lorenzo.
You're 0.16.
Everything from San Lorenzo, like it has been the same shit from
Hey,
San Lorenzo.
Jessica, kick your feet in. I'm keeping the window down though, okay? But like I said, we're waiting because I had to call.
I'm asking, can I loosen this just a tad bit for, like, I'm canning because I cannot move. Like,
Yeah, hopping
it's
out.
hurting.
I'll loosen it. Hopping out.
Like, I can't move.
Which one, left or the right?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It hurts. It's hurting on this side.
Okay, hop out and stand up, and I will loosen it. Okay, I'll double check them. It's okay.
I don't mean to be like that person.
I understand. Go on. There we go. All right.
That's hurting the most.
It's this one?
Yeah, this side.
Okay, hold on, relax. Can you rotate your wrist?
Yeah.
All right.
Move me wherever you need to move
Okay.
me, man. I don't care. Like,
All right.
I'm just hurting. Like, I just want to go to bed and go to sleep.
Okay. All right. All right, watch your head. Watch your knee.
Okay.
Yep. Copy, work selfies.
So, we're out to the jail. She allegedly committed domestic. She also took possession
Of the minor kid, heavily intoxicated on roadways, so she's going to jail for child endangerment. And we're driving to the jail and get to listen to this the whole way. Hopefully she doesn't piss in my car. So, we'll get there as quick as we can. This is going to be fun.
I appreciate it.
Oh man, Jessica, we're here, all right? Just relax. All right. Do you need help getting out?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure you don't fall, okay?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure you don't fall, okay?
I'm just upset.
I know. So we're gonna go this way, okay?
And the last couple weeks,
All right.
or the last couple months, or whatever, years,
Okay.
or whatever.
All right, ma'am.
he's
So we're
not
gonna head
okay
straight
with
in here,
him, and
okay?
I'm just struggling. I'm
gonna go
trying to be
straight in.
okay, and I don't know how to do it.
Okay. All right, hold on, relax. You gotta wait for the door. You're okay. Go this way. This way.
And I just feel like, even then now, we're
Okay. Go and face the wall for me. Let me get these cuffs off, okay?
like, it's only a temporary
Hold on. Don't sit
thing
down.
for
Face
him.
the wall. There we go. All right. Good job.
Like, even his mother hadn't seen my son. And my son is 7, but his mother hadn't seen
Okay.
my son since he was like
Hold on, relax.
2.
Don't move. All right. I'm getting these off, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. There's one. Hold on. Stay put. Don't face the wall.
I'm sorry. Okay.